We're doing it again. You're here with Ash, and we're at Raising Phoenix. Back at you with another video. All right, my loves, let's get straight into your reading. Okay, today is June 1st. Happy June, babes. Um, let's see. This is June 1st, so we're getting ready for the summer solstice. Okay, so it should be getting hotter. Energies are ramping up. Um, Right now I have Top of the World featuring Mace. This is Brandy and Mace. So we'll put you on top of the world. It's so first of all, there could be people talking about you, about how you change, okay? I have a district here, so you could have changed your district where you live, your residence, your address, your zip code, okay? I'm here in 90210. There's also this energy here about you becoming more lethal, okay? All the way around. This is in your appearance, the way you show up in the world, the way that you look. Even I heard the way you look at yourself. This is in your mindset, okay? What you feed into your mind, what you allow to stay. Also in your soul, all right? It's just the synergy of enough said. I feel like they're, I heard enough said, or I have enough said on here, but I heard like, it's like enough can't be said, okay? So also you have this home energy, okay? Coming home. There's an understanding that this is where you start your life. There's a we on here, so there could be more than one person, or someone feels like this about you, or you feel like this about someone, or you're in this, I heard congruency. So this energy, it literally says here, there's empathy here, there's an energy of coming home, and you could have empathy for someone, or they could have empathy with you. So understanding that this is where we start our life, full of love and with purpose, okay? So there's something here, oh man, I was just gonna say, like, if that's the energy that you're pushing out, that is very lethal in a world that is distracted from that true coming home energy. Don't run away, rejuvenate, leaving a bad situation. So that makes you lethal, right? I feel like there's this energy here of you are able to. Okay, it's like where most people would run away from situations, from either what people are saying or how they're feeling. You're running towards something. You may want to run away, or spirit, like the energy might be like, it might seem easier to run away from a situation, but I feel like there's this understanding. It's like, no, to rejuvenate and to truly leave out of a bad situation, you got to go towards and see kind of what is it? What are you running from? Like, you know. I have vacation here, so some of y'all was like, hey, no, y'all, I need a vacation, okay? I also have boundaries that are coming up out here for you. So for some of you, you know, before we had district, which was saying that you could be changing the parameters or something, moving around, even changing, you know, your address or something. For some of you, it's a vacation. Our spirit is telling you, hey, you need a vacation. This can help you like setting your boundaries, or yeah, I heard expand them. Boundaries are not always to keep, I was gonna say to keep people out, but okay, rejuvenation came out, vacation, boundaries. I'm picking up on a theme. There could be here where you recognize, look, I gotta rejuvenate myself, and you took some time away, you took some time to get away, and you're coming back stronger than ever, okay? Very lethal. Super extremely creative. This is my masculine creative energy card. Okay, so let's tap into this masculine energy, because there is something here. Look, it says authentic, individualistic, and sometimes people can't deal. Okay, so sometimes people really can't deal with this energy, especially when you get into this masculine energy. When you set your boundaries, when you decide to handle things right, whether you're male or female, but in this masculine way, and it's like, okay, these are the parameters. This is, you know what I mean? It's kind of like logos is taking the wheel here. Okay, vacation is telling me that it's like, hey, if I need to take a little space to get away, you will. Ten of Wands is coming out here. I have Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. So some of you could have two people. I heard two boos, okay? And maybe there's some competition over your heart, my love. With the Justice here in the Hermit and the Five of Swords, it's definitely competition. Ten of Wands energy, though, it's like those are, something here is a burden. So what's gonna happen? Two of Swords, I see you coming to some type of decision. Wow, with the Five of Pentacles and the Sun card. Okay, so when we dip into this logos, in this individualistic energy, I feel like there's a certain way that you do things and only you do it that way, okay? It's very like, this could be unique to you. You could have a certain style, a certain way that you like just do things. Ten of Wands is going to usually be talking about burdens and how can you carry this weight or reach your destination in order to put down a certain energy. Five of Swords is telling me that you have been learning throughout your journey, and I'm seeing even, okay, I'm picking up on like a warrior type energy, right? So going through these battles and understanding how to better, I heard carry your weight, so this could literally be about physicality, weight, but this could also be about carrying, I heard the energy. Yeah. What? So this is more about decisions, and I feel like that's where the boundaries and the vacation comes in. Decisions on what what to take with you and what to leave out. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles, it's like I feel very heavily the don't run away, the rejuvenate, this energy of wanting to rejuvenate your energy and move towards like brighter days, things that make you happy, like, you know, feeling that sun shining on your skin. And there's also, with the Ace of Swords here, I'm picking up on truth. Four of Wands. Yeah, so it's like, truthfully, what makes you happy? Truthfully, what is going to carry you? Okay, what is, because I'm trying to figure out if Spirit is asking this. For some of you, it could be Spirit is asking this of you, right? By pushing you into certain situations and trials or whatever for you to grow and think through and see what these different energies activate within you. And it's like, from there, you're able to start to make these decisions and really see what is, oh, I feel like you guys are like learning strategy here. You know, there was a situation that may have made someone want to run away, whether this is you or someone that you were dealing with in your energy and your spirit. Okay. And, but it's like being in a competition. Say that you are a runner and you're in a race, you know, and it's that energy of, if there was no one to run next to you, then I don't want to say how fast could you go, but it's like, it's that energy of picking up strategy along the way, right? Okay, I know that when I'm running against someone that has long legs, I need to stretch out my, like, no, y'all, it's like understanding through the battle, through the scuffle, through even dealing with different type of energies. Like, okay, this person has good sportsmanship. Okay, this person doesn't. What's going to work for you moving forward? And then what's not? Okay. Five of Pentacles is the synergy. Yes. Okay. So it's like, and it's like going through these trials or these competitions or whatever the case is going to let you know what strategies do work for you, what is working for you, what you need to incorporate, what you need to put down, and then what you just need to totally cut out. Like, okay, Five of Pentacles is energy of feeling left out in the cold, but it's like when you do cut away, this could even be someone that's on some type of we're talking about logos of the mind. So I always take it back to fitness personally, especially when we come to pentacles, that can be fitness, but, or life situation. But it's like this energy of cutting away, you know, I'm hearing bulking and cutting, and I don't do any of that stuff. So I don't know exactly if I'm using it correctly, but it's like, you build it up, you go through this stuff, you work your way through it, right? When you run away, you lose out on the strategy. You lose out on what works and what doesn't work. You lose out on what you can gain from having ran that particular race. What can you learn, right? And the true gift there is the Five of Pentacles, is seeing, okay, these certain parts I don't need anymore. Like, I'm trying to make it make sense, my loves. It's this is all for your growth, right? This is all for your growth, and that's what you have to remember. Um, and there's a vulnerability that comes with that. There is a vulnerability that comes with that, but that comes with feeling deeply. That comes with being, you know, with being. And I do truly feel like you guys are, if this isn't where you're at right now, or you haven't passed this is what's coming forward. Peace, Jay. It's like, when you do get to that point where you're like, okay, I know what energies I need to cut away from. I know what's not aiding me forward, right? Then it's literally going from feeling like cold and glum to feeling the warmth of the sun, feeling like a brand new babe, you know what I mean, with a brand new pair of shades, you know. Four of Wands, having that rejuvenation energy. Oh my gosh, the card says don't run away, rejuvenate, leave a bad situation. And I swear to God, that's what the cards came out. Ten of Wands, Five of Swords, Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles, the Sun card. All right. And then in that essence, right, invoking these boundaries, taking your space, your breaks. The vacation is not just a break, but it's supposed to be a good break, a good energy, right? And then with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, this could be two people that are into you or that you have, or this could be different sides of yourself. I see the Queen of Pentacles as the Queen of Wands. I mean, they're two different energies. They could be two different people. They really could. But there's also this energy here of incorporating this into yourself. All right. If you, I want to say Queen of Pentacles is more like, you know, she has her head down, she da 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 da. And the Queen of Wands is more like she's just kind of, her taking no prisoners. It's more of this energy of like, look, we're gonna have a good time, right? Or, you know, look, this is what I need and this is what I need to happen and this is how I need it to happen. They both have their way of getting things done. It just depends on what vibe you're tapping into. Okay, and this is what makes you lethal. Looks, mind, soul, right? Whether you tap into your Queen of Pentacles or your Queen of Wands energy. This deck, you could tap into this vacation. Okay, I'm getting like vacation mode. Shh. You know, I don't make it up. I have 10 of Cups plus the 3 of Cups, okay? Plus the Magician. All right, so we're in heavy alchemy energy, heavy alchemy area. Hold on, I don't know if you're still in here, Jay. I see you talking. Give me a second. I'm thirsty. I wish I had some water. Okay, 10 of Cups. All right, so like this is bringing it all in together. 10 of Cups plus 3 of Cups. This is celebration. This is feeling that rejuvenation. This is usually what vacation energy feels like good times. You know what I mean? Happy. Wow, 2 of Cups when I shuffled, and that's like unexpected. I feel like so. It's like going. Oh man, I'm hearing the pieces of me. So I feel like you guys are building and learning yourself, growing, and someone is watching you. There could be 2 people watching you, and they're very inspired by you. Okay, especially because it's not easy to be vulnerable. And I feel like at certain times you knew that you were only vulnerable because you really cared. And that is scary. That's like, okay, so moving forward, like, you know, I feel like that's why the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands comes out here, because it's like understanding at certain points, you know, you gotta kind of The Queen of Pentacles is gonna like nurture stuff, you know, or attempt, I would say, and you know, do it pretty well. Things are gonna be taken care of. The Queen of Wands is gonna be more kind of out for their self-interest. So it's like navigating these two different realms, two different energies. I feel like Queen of Wands is more on a vacation type mode, you know. And again, these could be two different people as well that are interested in watching you. But no matter what, I see when you start to tap in with that, with your boundaries, um, it's like you free yourself up. You free yourself up to really enjoy life, which is what this is about. Okay. And I think that is the goal here. How can we grow through the Ten of Wands? How can we grow through the energy that would make us feel stagnated, especially when, like, that's never was the intention, like, to feel this stagnated energy, like, that's not, that's not what we're here to do, you know? Um, it's just understanding, okay, it's like there has to be some sort of sacrifice, right? And this could come through as physical, you know. um Pain releases through the body, sometimes through being active, being physical, like sweating it out. That's what this Five of Pentacles is giving me. It's this energy of sweating it out, thinking something through, thinking something out, and then like sweating it out, like letting it release from you. I'm almost seeing like vapors, like the vapors, okay, the toxins. Um, Coming home. And then we have Ten of Cups. And it's like a celebration. It's like, you made it. You did it, you know? Um, this is about your individuality. This is about your individuality and your right to have that. No, all of this is about our autonomy, and we want it to work in congruency with others, because Ten of Cups, that feels good. Three of Cups, we want to all be able to celebrate together. And it really truly is about pushing, I heard boundaries, the envelope, and through, to see like what is underneath and why is it there. And I feel like once you recognize that, what that was underneath there, right? Because I'm almost seeing this like it's encapsulated. And it's like an arrow that's pointing down. So say this is like a seed, a great big giant seed, and it's been buried in the ground. Like an acorn, I believe they bury deep into the ground under the snow. And then when the snow melts, and then it becomes water for the soil, and then that seed begins to grow into this great giant pine, oak tree, whatever. You do need that sunlight, right? It's very, it's like an active ingredient. And then I've got the Ace of Swords sitting here like, yeah, that's the truth. So there's been something that's been buried deep inside of you. And it's like, the more you start to see, I feel like you guys are seeing the strategy through. I'm using the word strategy, but I'm being pulled to our last reading where I said, I was talking about the lights, the string, it was like a web. You can almost look at like my necklace, how it has like these lines and then these points. There's lines and there's points, and they're like activation, it's like activation points or centers. And then there's like the stream where, and in the stream is where you're learning, it's where you're growing. Someone feels like I'm reaching, I heard you're reaching, but it's just that you're sliding, You just don't have that sight. You can't see it. And that's okay. Everybody's on their own journey. Um, how interesting. So we have Two of Cups. Let me stick with this. So that Five of Pentacles is literally that seed that's buried. And then that sun comes out, starts to melt that snow, creating right now liquid. The water's turned to liquid form. Provides nutrients for that seed now to grow, right? To change the district, to transition. This is about transitioning the energy. Fire, it's heavy, it's burdensome. You don't want to carry this. Where did this come from? Five of Swords, feeling like it's beef or a battle. Two of Swords, is it? Or is it in your head? But it always is, because that's life. Five of Pentacles, it's very personal. It's very personal to you and the people in your energy. So what are you going to do with it? How do you alchemize it? Do you leave you here without enough clothes to be warm, without the energy between you, without that connection? Because Five of Pentacles is wanting a deeper spiritual connection and feeling like you're on the outside of something. But when you recognize that the Five of Pentacles is a seed that's been deeply buried within you, and all it takes is for you to recognize that there is a sun and there is warmth and there is something so much more powerful than yourself. And not only that, there are messages, there are codes that are there for you. And when you open yourself up to it, then you can feel that warmth and you can allow yourself to tap into something greater than you, right? Because we're all connected. So how do you connect, and how do you let that iciness fall away? And then it's like you become lethal because the things that used to ail you have no weight anymore. And you start to transform. Some of you can transform in front of people's eyes, okay? Whether it's your physical body, your looks, whether it's your mind, whether it's a deeper soulful energy that they can't quite place until after they've left you and experienced something different, or things have just changed in their lives. I do feel deeply that you could have one or two people, three including yourself, that are feeling deeply for you. And also with the Three of Swords, there's this energy of having felt like wanting more, wanting to have done more, okay? Because underneath that is the Ace of Cups. It's something about your love. It's something about your love, okay? It's something about your river, about your flow. And what's interesting here is the Three of Swords still has water, still has energy coming down. It's in this form of rain, almost like sheets of rain. So it's like how your energy changes, and we've been talking about this with district. That's the different flow states of your energy. I feel like this could be being talked about. People could be talking about you. The Three of Swords is sometimes feeling, a lot of times it's associated with heartbreak, betrayal, things like that. But deeper than that, and it's never saying particularly like a person. I feel like all of this is always led back to self, okay? It's a self-inducing energy, and you have to remember that. And I feel like you have, and again, there's two people that are watching you, learning from you, and they are seeing that the way that you approach love, life, situations, business, everything is with a self-first energy. A self-first energy means it's like, my name is on this, right? So no matter what, that's you. Like you're the one that's gonna take you're gonna take gosh, what is the wording? Look, I got good communication on here leads to strong bonds, okay? So this taps in exactly to what I'm trying to explain right now. It's like being the lead of a company. When things go well, you get the praise. When things don't go so well, you also take that too, because that's your responsibility. And in that essence, if it's your responsibility for when things are not going well, it also puts the power into your hands to make them better. All right. Three of Swords is, yeah, it's not a situation anyone wants to be in, but when you got a heart like yours with the Ace of Cups, it's again about transmuting the energy. We've got the rain coming down here, but look at how you switched that, look at how you changed that to Ace of Cups. All right, that is again, that's just a different form of us seeing Five of Pentacles, being in that snow and that cold, feeling like you're outside of something energetically, to transforming it to that sun energy, which is bringing us the warmth and a lot more carefree energy. Just it's feeling like you're taken care of like a baby. You know what I mean? Like babies that are well taken care of, they don't have a lot of worries. It's like that. And all of it is done within you. All of it is done through you, because from the very beginning, you didn't run away. You chose to rejuvenate, set your boundaries, take your vacation, or invoke this vacation energy. And not shying from communicating. Cut the deck, I have Magician again. That's my alchemy energy. That's my alchemizer right there. With the Two of Pentacles. So you're alchemizing the energy with the Lovers. You're trying to balance this thing out. And you got some other people that's trying to keep up. Nine of Wands, Eight of Swords. This could also be energy that you had to work through. And again, and I feel like if people are watching you, if they're watching you, Queen, you guys, this could be Lovers, okay? Because Lovers is here, okay? Honestly, truly. For some of you, you weren't, it was, you know, it was this energy of feeling like you had to lose something in order to gain insight into yourself, right? Because it's always about back to yourself. And yeah, when you come home to yourself, my love, you allow that space for you and what you're supposed to create, okay? And it wasn't fucking easy. You had to go through real shit, right? And that's why I feel like people who try to follow in your footsteps or mimic, not following your footsteps, because when you walk a good walk, right? When you talk a good talk, when you have a good fight, people will walk in your footsteps. Take that as something, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm doing my big one, and you continue on. Don't stop there and watch what people are doing. Continue doing what you're doing. But you will have people that, yes, try to mimic you, and you will have people that try to follow in your footsteps. You know, take it all with a grain of salt. But the ones that mimic you, they will get stuck. They will get stuck because they're not gonna understand the flow. They're not going to understand that Five of Pentacles is never the stop, right? They're not going to understand how to open themselves up to allow that sun and that warmth to come in. But you, on the other hand, you know, you get it. You know, this thing goes a lot deeper. I'm picking up on a star energy, okay? I'm curious on what star system you guys are from. Let me get my star system cards. We got star system energy in here. Fire, okay, fire energy. I can see it. I mean, the sun activated. So fire element. Now the fire is always going to be a triangle. When you guys see a triangle, that's going to be fire energy, all right? That's warrior, passion, and fearlessness. Now I can tell you 100%, I have been picking up on this warrior energy. 100%. I've been picking up on warrior energy for a few days now. What else we got? We didn't get a star system. Oh, okay. The Vesia Pisces. They would put a name I can't pronounce. This is, fire was 30. This is interesting. I did pick up on the number 30 right before I started this reading. I really did. So 30 is a really significant number. 30 is the number of your Saturn return. You guys could have recently had one, or you could be remembering yours. Do you remember your Saturn return? Do you remember the energy? Okay, if you haven't had it yet, what do you envision? What do you want to invoke in your life? Start to think on that. Start to put these things into play. You have the power. Okay, 39 is the Vesica Pisces. This is about divine feminine energy, birthing and fertility. So you're birthing yourself through this fire, okay? And then from you, all kind of other things are going to, do you see how it's like, and do we see, we have the sun. Look, I don't make it up, y'all. I don't, that's what I don't do. I don't make it up, okay? This is growth, my love. This is growth. This is saying you're not gonna be stuck. You're not gonna be stuck in no fucking paradigm. I heard not on my watch. Not on my watch. Y'all alchemizing the shit out of this energy, okay? 39. Because there's so much more on the other side, right? There's so much more on the other side. Divine feminine energy, birthing and fertility. Fucking beautiful. And it's much needed because you do have so much masculine energy out here. And it's just this reminder that, you know, you are divine feminine. Shut up. And then I have High Priestess card that had came out here for you. All right. So yeah, you tapping in, man. And it's dope. Because it's like, who wouldn't want to tap into that? You know what I'm saying? Let's not be crazy here. Shut up. I have passion here, okay? Passion, and I also have fidelity. Give me another card. And conquest. Somebody is faithful in this endeavor to get to you, boo. All right. King of Wands, someone hot and fiery for you. This is also how you're coming across as this very strong leader. I told you a lot of masculine energy is showing up for you right now, which makes sense why that feminine energy had to come out too, because Spirit ain't gonna never leave you by your lonesome. I have Syrian's B. Okay, so you can be from the Syrian B nebula. This is about responsibilities, lessons, and growing up, right? Ain't nothing that you can't grow through. And what you've grown into a magnificent lover, all right? We have also the Nagas here. These are the lovers. They highlight erotica and sensuality. They're literally here with the snake skin. You guys can want to get you with some snake skin, get you something little snake skin, just to invoke this Nagas energy. And you can like have it off somewhere, you know, and then when you see it, it just puts you in that mind frame of like, okay, wait, hold on. Let me remember that I am a sensual being, okay? And so much creative energy can come from that. We also have air element here, okay? Philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. It's got these like hot air balloons. I don't know if that means something to you guys. There's also these deep swirls, okay? Let me know if this is hitting for you. Baby blue, so it could be significant. Oh, listen, and they're again here, all right, underneath that sun. So a lot of warmth, hot energy. I told you in the very beginning of this reading that we were tapping into the summer solstice energy, okay? So I'm picking up on summer solstice because, yeah, that's when that sun gets, you know, at its, that's like when the day gets the longest, or like everything gets to like its hottest point form. Say it again. Say what again? The Lyrians, okay? Strength, courage, and bravery. We also have the Men in Black, stalking, intimidation, and confrontation. Okay, and not to be left out, we have the Arcturians. We have a lot of energies out here. So you're being, oh, and the, that's why, Galactic Federation. I'm like, wow, who are these people? Who are these people? You're being watched very closely. That could be what these two energies are too, the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. It doesn't have to be a particular like person. Just forgive me, my mouth is like, need some water. But this could be energies, okay? These could be star systems. Now you guys know when I talk about this stuff, we're talking about like ancient energy. The other day I spoke on the Dogons, okay? So whether or not you study this stuff, it is very, very real. And you can tap into it and kind of, even the names that I'm saying here, the Lyrians, you can look into them. The Men in Black, I'm sure you've heard of them. I'm not just talking about the Will Smith movie, but you know, these are real things. We also have the Arcturians, okay, which is feeling safe. These are the wisdom keepers and they're concerned. And the Mantis beings, okay? The Mantis beings are like this enigma, elusive energy, and they're quite sensitive being. So you can be of any of these tribes, these forms, but you are a part of something much greater than yourself. You could also be being scouted at this time and watched from various different points. I heard the different access points. You may have access points. You're tapped into something, my love. You really are. Look, I don't make it up. We have this Darth Vader death energy. We also have Three of Cups. So it's like the darkness is your friend, all right? What is the darkness? Everything is darkness when you are outside of the star system. So a district, when you start to transform, you start to see things differently as well. Ace of Wands, okay? And you recognize that you are the light. Ace of Pentacles. You can alchemize into almost anything. Page of Pentacles. And that is the message. A very strong and powerful message. I don't make it up with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So now we're talking about, again, manifestation, bringing things into your physical environment, understanding you have the fire, you are the passion. When things die out, I almost hear like a star system. It's because you are supposed to shine. You are being born. You are, right? That fertility, feminine energy. Okay, so let's get back into it real quick. For those of you that are here for love, it's all love, baby. I have a party. So Spirit is saying there's something about a party. Seven of Swords. What's that? Someone doing something sneaky and don't want to get caught or seen. Okay. I don't know. You might need to ask your boo about that party, baby. Spirit said focus on you and don't make me tell you twice. Spirit just knows that you're hard-headed. Okay, so if you find yourself trying to get all beefy or, you know what I mean, you looking, what you looking so hard for? You keep on looking, you're gonna find something, whether you make it up or it's really there. Spirit said when all else fails to focus on you. What is in your life that makes you colorful? What brings this energy into you? Look, advice and go after what you want. Okay, again, so I feel like it taps right into it, like what you looking for, because you're probably gonna find it, whether it's real or imagined. Okay, and what's the difference between that, real or imagined? So you changed how you change. He or she loves me. I ain't mean to throw that. King, I feel like this is from my other reading. Mind blown. No, that's a new one. All right, and it's cute. It's cute how you alchemize the energy. Investor. Okay. Okay. Very feminine, creative energy here that you're tapping into. And your faith is amazing. There's something that makes people really get transfixed onto you, my love. Right? Why are you so obsessed with me? There is some people that they love you. There are some people that they love to hate you. But that really doesn't matter. There's somebody that wants you regardless. Shut up. It said, let's go. And I feel like there's this energy. Oh, yeah. Somebody's thinking about you. It could be an Aquarius that's not doing well. Okay. Epiphany energy. There are answers that are coming in. And there will be a crystal clear moment. It will feel like a sweet divine intervention. And when you get to this moment, Spirit is saying, remember that you didn't get here on your own. I'm picking up on that gut federation or the galactic federation energy. Many helped you, even if they didn't stay. They helped you reach this higher place. So now that's the judgment energy. Then I have soul work triggered. Meeting you has made me want to change. right? So someone is saying that to you, meaning you has made me want to change. All right. That could be an epiphany for them and or you. Answers are coming in. You could have been looking for some answers, and it's like, hey, these are the answers. All right. Recognize there was some soul work that needed to be done. Yes, it was triggered, but meeting you has made me want to change. All right. Yeah. Why? Because this is about the heart's desire. Gonna make it happen and finding peace. And these are all in the same colors. So this is what you invoke. This could definitely be your story of what you've been going through or what you are going to be going through. I'm not sure what comes after the Saturn's return, but the number 30 is showing up as important and or significant. If you haven't hit 30, what are you expecting out of life? What are you building and alchemizing? If you've already hit your Saturn's return, what was that like? If you could go, I don't want to say go back, but what was that like for you? What advice would you have for yourself approaching that time? There are multiple energies, entities that have their eyes on you, watching you, different star systems, okay, ancestral energy, timeline loops, but it's not a loop. Physically, you do have two people that are either watching you, into you, interested in you. You've gone through and grown through so much. You've learned how to not let the energy overtake you and to really see, where am I supposed to grow? Like, truly, because, you know, I don't see you stopping. I don't see you getting stuck in stagnated situations. I don't see you making enemies out of shit that was never that. I just see you showing the way by the way that you have faith in yourself and in your journey and in your people, the same way that they're learning to have faith in you. And, you know, like, yeah, it's the synergy of your son. You're part of something way larger than yourself. And if you don't know, now you know. Okay? I love you guys a lot. I really do. That's been your reading. Peace.